You want me to handle stuff for you,
Okay,
I
there
will.
goes my timer. Did you hear it? That means that the noodles are ready. How about if we start introducing each other? It's 11 o'clock and we're starting.
Okay. Everyone go. I don't see anybody. We don't see anybody.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. We're trying to see you guys. Okay, hello, there you guys are. Okay, so we're getting ready to start today. We're really excited. Today we're going to do something a little bit more challenging per se for you guys, but you guys have been cooking for the past year with us, and this is your 4th time. We got one more after this. And so today, of course, you guys know I'm Miss Denise Jamerson. Usually Robin is here from Urban Seeds, but Urban Seeds made sure you guys got all of your ingredients and stuff today. So I hope that you guys are ready to start this new meal. And today we have with us somebody new, and she's going to lead you guys today on making your dish.
Thank you, Denise. I'm Maricela, and I work at the library at EVPL Central. Now, those of you who logged on a little earlier heard my timer go off. So that was a timer for the noodles and for the mushrooms. But I asked you, if you haven't drained your mushrooms, don't. Because the mushrooms actually are going to take a little longer. So go ahead and keep the mushrooms there for a little while. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drain my noodles. I've got this colander.
They seem ready to me.
And I am just going to. Okay, so they've been drained.
I'm not doing it right now. You're
I
doing
know.
this. Somewhere in the living room, I don't know, please.
Does
With these
everybody- has
headphones and
everybody done that?
microphone, with this
Are you guys okay? Are
headphones
you?
and microphones, I feel like an aircraft pilot.
Yeah. So can everybody hear us?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody is ready. Does everybody ready to drain their noodles? Okay, good. Okay. So after you get your noodles drained, can you give us a thumbs up so that we can know that you guys are with us so we can keep rolling? Cool. That's great.
Okay,
That's
I'm gonna
great.
just want to set these aside now. The next thing we're going to do is I brought out the skillet, and Miss Denise, do you want to measure out a tablespoon of oil that I'm going to put on the skillet? And I'm going to put my skillet on medium power.
Remember, you guys, if your tablespoon is the big spoon. If you don't have a measuring spoon, remember you have the teaspoon, and then the bigger spoon is your tablespoon in your drawer.
Tablespoon. There we go.
Yep. Just get your tablespoon. And if you can, I would say pour it over the skillet, correct?
Yeah.
Make sure, because see, I already done stuff a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
And just
You go over a little bit, nothing's going to happen. It's going to be cool. Okay, for those of you who just joined us, go ahead and drain your noodles.
Hey,
And
what
I
is
know you're
this
supposed to
black
drain
stuff?
Your, pardon me?
What is this black stuff?
we'll get to
Oh,
it.
we'll
This
get
is your
soy
oil
sauce.
and soy sauce.
Okay, so we're going to let that heat up a little bit, and then we're going to add the onions.
So grab your onions, the white ones.
Have you got 2 sets of onions, ones that are long, the green onions? Yes, you have a question, Magnolia?
Is the oil and the soy sauce combined in one?
Yeah, for this, I'm going to ask you do you have oil at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be the best.
Okay.
Just to get a different thing of oil.
Yeah, because
Because these are combined. So Sebastian, like you were saying, you guys got oil, but it was inside of your soy sauce. So if you have some oil at home, go ahead and get a teaspoon of oil that you might have at home.
Okay, well, we don't, so I'll go.
Okay, so if you don't,
Oh, okay, we do. After all. All right. Okay, is this one? Mama.
so
there
right,
you go.
everybody else is watching. Remember, we're getting our white onions. Yeah.
And what do you set to the oven to?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
What do you set the oven to?
No, it's not the oven, honey. It's on the skillet, on the stove.
Yeah, the skillet. What do you set the stove to?
A medium heat. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to put my in the skillet. You're gonna hear the sizzle. You're really careful with that oil because it gets slosh. And I'm going to move them around. Now, how long do we cook these? We're gonna cook them until the onions start turning kind of clear. You're gonna see that. Now, the next thing it calls for is, oh, it's starting to smell so good. The next thing it calls for are the mushrooms. And this is where we're going to, once we get it to where we want it, we're actually going to turn off the heat and then do our mushrooms. Are your mushrooms whole or are they sliced?
Our whole.
Do we put this stuff in? This white stuff?
Your onions. We're gonna put your onions in. We're just
Okay.
doing the onions right now. Okay.
All
Get
right.
your
And I-
onions in your skillet and kind of move them around in the skillet. If you have a big spoon, move them around in the skillet.
Okay, and I'm gonna turn off. My onions seem to be ready. And I'm gonna turn it off.
Can you hold it up kind of so that
Yeah.
they can see what they look like?
Do you see
Can you
that?
guys see that?
The onions just started turning kind of shiny, kind of clear. Now,
So if you turn it off and just kind of let it set, they'll continue to cook a little bit. So, if you've had them in there for a minute, you should be fine. Just turn them off for now.
okay, now you guys have your mushrooms whole. They've been soaking. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drain them. Get the colander again.
It smells like when we make tacos at our house. Yum.
Ooh.
Okay, get your colander and let's drain those mushrooms.
You're right. Where's some Those are mushrooms.
Yep.
Yeah,
Do you
hands.
guys know what your mushrooms are? Everybody get their mushrooms?
Okay, now I know that you guys don't have, your mushrooms aren't sliced, is that right? You've got a whole mushroom? Okay, you're going to have to slice them so they'll look something like this. Okay,
We don't have them.
so if you can slice those now, get your cutting board and start slicing.
So your mushrooms look like this.
You can open that. They were dry, you soaked them.
So all you gonna have to do
To
is
me, they
just-
look pretty brown.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like chocolate.
yeah. These are shiitake mushrooms and they're dry mushrooms. Well, these shiitakes are dry and they're actually really nutritious and really yummy. Now, what we're making today, we haven't even talked about that. We're making something called Pancit. Who read the book?
Book
Good.
what?
Cora Cooks Pancit. That was the name of our book this month. And
You mean the cookbook?
yeah, Cora Cooks.
Pretty yummy. I love the grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay. Oh, they're talking about the cookbook.
Not the
No,
cookbook. We're talking
Cora?
about the Cora Cooks Pancit. It's another book that you guys got with the stuff
Thank
that
you.
you have.
Well, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Look, you should have got it with your 5. Yes,
Yeah, there you go,
Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Right.
Oh, that one.
Yes, Sebastian.
I've read it before.
Yeah, good.
And it's a little funny,
Okay.
especially
So,
when the
we
mushrooms.
also have a video. If you go to our Facebook page, there's a video there on Cora Cooks Pancit. And if you haven't read the book, you can follow it there. It's just fun. Now, Cora Cook's Pancit is, I love this because who here has tasted Pancit? Nobody? Oh, you have?
Well, I've read it.
I've eaten Pancit and it is so delicious.
I can't wait.
Yeah, now Pancit is a Filipino dish from the Philippines. And they make the most.
Well, I've never eaten pancit before, but
You're gonna love it.
sounds pretty yummy as long as there's no chicken in it. I've had chicken enough for now.
Well, actually, Pancit, you can add chicken or any other protein you like. This one in particular will not have chicken.
Yay!
Veggie Pancit, that's fine. And now the cool thing about this book is that it says some words in the language that's spoken in the Philippines. Well, there are actually like 200 dialects, but there's one called
Wow.
Tagalog. Yes, dear. You have a question?
Magnolia?
Should we start chopping our mushrooms?
Oh, yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
while she's talking, you guys should be chopping your mushrooms.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Go
talking.
ahead and slice your mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mom,
Yeah.
cutting board, please.
Yeah.
Stand.
Go
That's
ahead
why
and
I'm
slice
doing all
them.
this talking to give you guys time to chop your mushrooms.
Chop our mushrooms.
And in the Philippines, they speak a language called Tagalog. Okay, and the Cora uses and her mom, they use a little bit of Tagalog in the book. And the author, if you go to next to the last page, they have a glossary. And what it gives you a few of the words they used and then translates it. Like Lolo. Lolo means grandpa. And you know, I told you about the video, the reading of this book.
The video will be posted soon.
Yeah.
It's not on the site now, but it will be posted
Yeah.
soon. So you guys can go back and watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, and it's fun. I recommend you go watch it. It just reinforces what you've learned because they make the exact same thing that we're making today. So how are you guys doing with those slicing of the mushrooms?
Is everybody about done?
Not yet?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
But so I'll keep talking about this book. Now, the book tells you about Lolo, that means grandpa, and they use the word to say thank you, salamat. So they teach you, you know, it's cool. I loved reading it because I got to see a few words. And when I was growing up, I had a friend that was Filipino, and they would invite me to their home and they would make the most delicious food like lumpia and this pancit we're making. It was just really cool. And by the way, I'll just put the book right here. Let's stay. Okay. And
Let's chop
you know,
the first mushroom, Mom.
if you do go on and look at the video, that I really encourage you to do so. You're going to see a character that I absolutely adore. His name is Pepis. In fact, I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see my apron. It says La Hora del Cuento, and it's supposed to be me and Pepis. And see, got it right here. And Pepis is a little monkey, and it's fun. He speaks in Spanish, I speak in English, but you'll understand everything. It's just really cool. Okay, how are we doing with those mushrooms? Almost? Okay. Oh,
Great.
cool. Those look wonderful. Okay. As soon as Magnolia is caught up with us, we'll go ahead and start. Give us a thumbs up, Magnolia, when you're ready. Well, we got to get our soy sauce ready and our garlic and ginger. much garlic and ginger, garlic cloves. Well, we'll just kind of
Finely chopped.
eye it.
Mm.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed, you got this mushy looking stuff that smells delightful. And
Mm.
we only need one because we had two from the previous time I made it. So one's enough.
One what?
One of these little cuts.
Okay, so one's ginger and one's garlic, right?
Yeah. Oh, they sent
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because last time they didn't send it. Okay.
Okay.
So Miss Denise has the ginger that's been chopped up for you because it's kind of hard to
Ooh.
chop up. And then I've got a bunch of garlic here.
Do you guys
Ooh.
remember when Miss Robin showed you the ginger root the last time we cooked? And you guys were able to see that? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ginger is one of my favorite favorite things to add to a recipe. So is garlic. Okay, Magnolia, how are you doing? We're gonna go ahead and remember that skillet with the onions? Go ahead and turn it back on to medium heat. And we are actually going to add our chopped mushrooms into our skillet, okay? So go get your mushrooms. And I'm going to add them now.
We're not done chopping our mushrooms yet.
Pardon me?
We're not done chopping our mushrooms yet.
Okay, well, she's going to go ahead and put them in. So when you get done and the ones that you have chopped, go ahead and add them into the skillet as you get them chopped. There you go.
And move them around a little bit. Now we're going to add soy sauce. So let's measure out 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Here's our measuring spoon, and here's our soy sauce. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of that black. I think, was it Sebastian?
Sebastian, when you held that up, it's this one.
It looks kind of black.
Should I stir it up a little bit or just pour it?
If you pour it first, it's going to be the oil, so I stir it.
So stir it up a little bit, you guys. If you can, stir it up a little bit so that we can get the soy sauce. Because the oil is on top and we want to get the soy sauce. So how much did you say pour out?
2
2
tablespoons.
tablespoons. 1.
Woohoo! Yum, yum.
Woo! And 2. There you go.
Yum. Okay, so we've got this going. And I'm just going to move this around a little bit, maybe for a few seconds. And then we're going to add something that's going to give it a lot of flavor. And that's the garlic and the ginger. Now, with soy sauce, something you have to know is soy sauce is delicious. It gives you a lot of flavor, but you can't abuse it. You can't add too much because it's also very salty. Okay, do you think it's time to add? How much are we going to add?
Are you guys got your mushrooms all chopped up? And you're with us now? Are you guys with us now? Okay. Good. So.
Okay, we're going to add thank you, all of our garlic first. Thank you. And now I'm going to add all of the ginger. That's okay. I think I got it.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you. Oh, it smells. Doesn't it smell great?
It smells awesome.
Oh. Okay.
And it is so good for you too. Both of these are very, very healthy and good for you.
Everything in the skillet, mushrooms and the garlic and the ginger. Whoa. Good stuff. And I'm going to move it around a bit at medium heat. Is everybody caught up?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So the video for the chorus book is on Facebook now. So you can go and watch the video that goes along with the book. It went up this morning. So
at 9 o'clock, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Great.
thought. Okay, so my mushrooms and my stuff is almost ready.
How do you tell that it's ready? You're just kind of moving it around in there?
Just moving it around. No, I do want to get all those flavors to combine with everything.
So mix it up, mix it up.
Mix it up, stir it up. And don't be messy like me.
Ooh, that smells good. Does it?
Look at his.
Wow.
Look at that.
You guys are doing an awesome job. Woo! Yep, just be really careful.
Yeah, because this is going to be hot. It's got oil in. Oil is. If you get it on your skin,
If it gets too hot, so make sure your heat is on medium or even lower. You got on medium?
I
Okay,
even
that's
put it
your
a little
timer.
lower.
Yeah.
I put it a little lower because since I started before they did,
Yeah.
so I just put, but it should be on medium. Okay, is everybody good with the stuff in the skillet? Have you moved it around? Do you think it's ready? Thumbs up if we can go on. Almost ready? Okay, it looks like everybody's almost ready. I'm going to set this aside. I believe that's what it calls for, to
Yeah.
set it aside. So I'm going to turn off my heat source, turn off the stove, make sure of that. And I'm going to set this aside with here. I'll just put it right here. And I'm going to grab a large pot.
Off
That
the stove.
Get a large pot.
They took it off theirs. Stove off. Just put this on the pan. Hot pad. Okay, but they took theirs off the stove.
Yeah, I took it off. You can just turn it down. It's because the reason I took it off the stove, I'll tell you, because I only have one
I
burner.
unmuted.
So you guys have plenty of burners. You can
So
go
you
on
can
to
just
another
move
one.
it over. You know.
I only have one burner, so I have to take things off and then put them back on. So I went ahead and I'm going to put my large pot here, and I'm going to heat a tablespoon of oil. So I'm going to turn this
The
on.
host
Again.
mutes me.
So do you just want the regular oil or the oil that they have?
You know, I think I'd rather have the regular oil.
So like you guys had the last time, you said tablespoon?
Yeah, tablespoon.
Get your tablespoon again. And the oil that you had from the beginning, yeah, just use that oil, not the oil that you were given with the soy sauce. One
Let's turn off.
tablespoon?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Now I'm going
Okay,
to
we
move,
put in our spoonful.
I'm going to wait until this is pretty hot. And not
Right.
burn it. And I think the next thing is putting in most of our veggies. Like we're going to start
We
with
got some carrots. You guys got your carrots?
We're going to actually put
Yep.
in
So you guys got them all in a bag. So you have your carrots in the bag. You have, what else is in your bag? Can you guys tell me what all's in that?
butter
In your
toast
carrot
cabbage.
bags? What's in the bag with your carrots? Somebody tell me what all you got in there?
There's carrots and
This is-
celery.
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 Yeah, celery. That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys can just can they just dump the bag in
yes.
when it gets
You can-
warm?
When your oil starts getting warm, you can just go ahead. I'm doing the carrots first.
They have it cooking.
Yeah,
And
They have
since
the
you
stuff
have
cooking.
your carrot, these are called for later, but
they
Okay.
have them both
Yeah.
together.
so I'm gonna go ahead and put in the
So
celery.
just dump your whole bag in there. Just take your bag of your carrots and your celery and go ahead and dump it in there if that's what you have.
And then may I please have the water chestnuts and the bamboo shoots?
Okay, so you guys know what your water chestnuts are? See those?
They're like, they've been sliced.
There. They automatically.
these-
Yep, those are
Yeah.
it in the little white container. Grab
And these
those.
are going to add a lot of crunch to the
Are you aware
pancit.
that
They're
these
crunchy, they're
cupcakes
really
are so
yummy.
crunchy?
And the bamboo shoots, you actually had them together with the corn, the little baby corn. I separated them. These are the bamboo shoots, and they've been cut up for you already. So I'm gonna put them in there. And because you've got them together with the corn, let's go ahead and put the baby corn in there.
You guys remember when we talked about corn before? I didn't talk about the baby corn, but those are like little bitty corn things that you can just eat
They are so
and
cute.
cook with.
They're flexible. You can really bend them.
Right.
I love the baby corn. It's so adorable.
I love corn, but I don't
Okay,
get it
now we're
much.
gonna
So
cook
this
for
is a
little
treat.
while. We don't want to cook it too long because we don't want our veggies to get mushy. If they get mushy, there's no crunch in the pancit. So I'm just going to give it a couple more swirls. And then I'm going to ask Miss Denise if she could put in the cabbage for us.
You guys got your cabbage. Here it goes. Thank you. You're welcome.
And after okay, we already put, we're going to actually put a little bit of salt and pepper. You want to go ahead and put the salt and pepper in there?
Sure.
Just
Here you go. Like Miss Robin said, you can put as much or as little as you want. Is that enough? Do you want more?
I want more.
She wants more. Woo!
Okay,
I put more pepper. What about more salt?
a little bit.
A little bit. You gotta be careful with the salt.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, let's not get it to where it wilts. I want it still crunchy. So what do you think? It looks pretty good to me. I think it's pretty crunchy. And all these veggies you can eat raw. It's cool. I mean, they don't have to cook until they're soggy. So how about if does everybody have all the veggies in there?
So we're just kind of stirring it up and mixing it all together right now. So
Okay.
we're gonna slow down a little bit
I'm
to
actually
make
gonna
sure
turn
you
it
guys.
off.
She's gonna turn hers off. You could probably turn yours off too if you've got them all mixed up and ready. And
Okay. So how
so
about
how's everybody doing? Is everybody with us at this point? Where you've gotten all your veggies in the pot?
I'm gonna set it over here.
Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I drop something? I don't know what I dropped. I don't see anything. So I'm just gonna go over here and I'm gonna set this on our table.
Hello.
Hello. Do you need
Mhm.
something?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Just saying hello.
Is everybody caught up?
We're not doing it because we don't have time to, but we're just gonna watch it and try.
That's great. I'm
Okay.
glad.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Okay.
Remind them that the video, don't forget that you can watch the chorus video too. That's going to show you how to do the recipe. And the video that we're doing right now will show you how to do it. So
Okay, now we're going to get our other pot.
the one we had before.
Yep. And we're gonna put it on the stove. And this is gonna be tricky because I'll show you. We have to measure out the water. And,
When do we pour the water in?
Patience.
pardon me? And look at our water, how fast it can. So it's gonna splash us. If you could. Don't be chicken. I just splashed everything.
Oh,
I think I just splashed the director
yes,
and
she
the
did.
producer.
Yes, she
Sorry,
did.
guys, you're gonna fire me. Okay, you want to measure? Oh, I guess not. Oh, chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna measure out a cup and a half of liquid. Okay, so
Cup and a half.
A 1
so
cup
get your
and a half.
measuring cups out. Okay,
Good.
and
You guys are rocking. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you're awesome.
Half water.
I am measuring out a cup.
Different type of measuring cup.
Mama.
You can use the other kind too, the one you have there.
What do I have to-
The little black ones in.
Oh,
I need you to help me.
You guys got these type of measuring cups?
Find a cup on
A
this.
cup? Look, a cup
much
is
is
the
a
big
cup?
one.
I need a cup of water.
You're gonna need it 1.5 cups. And you know, sometimes if you only have like one measure, like this cup, it has lines in it that shows you what a half is. What do you need, Magnolia?
Do you put the water in a new pot?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yes, we're
put the
gonna
water
put
in
the
the
water.
pot.
Go ahead, turn on my pot at
And
medium.
In a new pot. We got a new pot. Remember, we got a different pot than what the vegetables are in. So usually the pot that we used before, you could probably use that. That's what we did.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the 1.5 cups of water into this pot. And then it also asks us to put in a 1/4 cup of oil. So do you want to do it with those? A 1/4 cup of oil. And a 1/4 cup
Can
of
somebody
soy
tell me
sauce.
what a 1/4 cup is? What is that? A third, a half? What is that? That's the one that is one what? 1/4 of a cup is what? Sebastian, what is it? A 1/4. It's 1/4. It's Magnolia, what is it? I didn't hear you. You gotta unmute.
1/4.
Right. So you guys on your measuring cups, if it says 1/4, that's gonna be a okay. Your
Yeah,
fractions.
this
Good
is
job.
the fraction. And a 1/4 of a cup is, if you have 4 of these, they're going to measure up to.
What?
We take the vegetables out of the pot, so the pot just has water in it.
I actually used another pot because we're gonna go ahead and we're going to use that pot with the veggies. Leave the veggies in there.
So
Okay.
you'll need 2 pots. You need another pot for the oil for this step.
I just took the veggies out.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine, right? For them to take the veggies out.
It is, if you only have 1 pot, yeah, and we'll reincorporate. Okay, so it's a 1.5 cups of water and I've got my heat at medium. And Miss Denise is gonna add a 1/4 cup of oil
1/4 cup of oil.
That's
into
right.
that water.
Into the water.
Where's the oil? We need a
1/4
1/4
cup of the soy sauce. That's right here.
I just wondering if they had all of that into that, just to dump into there.
It's my
So
green
you guys, this little thing that you have here may be what you need. That had the oil and the soy sauce, so you can just dump that in there also. Go ahead and dump that little container of soy sauce and oil into this pot.
And we're going to stir, we're actually going to add a little bit of salt in there.
So
Grab the salt.
we're gonna add a little bit of salt.
And it's to taste, you know, it's up to you. I give this a little stir. And I'm going to add the noodles. So Miss Denise, grab the noodles. Yes.
Be careful when you do this. Should they actually, is it too hot for them to dump? Or should they be very, very careful?
Yeah.
You can either get a fork or,
Hey, that's a great idea. Yeah.
and kind of gently put your noodles into the oil because you don't want it to splash up on you. So just kind of gently put your noodles in there. You can get a fork or you can get the tongs. Yes, Magnolia?
Does it have to be boiling first before you put the noodles in?
It should be hot. It should be
Hard-boiled
hot.
eggs can be bouncy if you throw them on the ground.
Don't do that
I know,
because they crack. They won't be bouncy. And use your pot holders. You know, you have things for the hot. Just make sure that you use those. We don't want you guys to burn yourself. You can, if you throw your eggs on the ground, if they're hard boiled, they're not going to bounce. They're going to crack. What kind of ground would you throw it on to make it bounce, Sebastian?
Okay, I'm moving this around and we're going to cook it for about 5 minutes. So
You peel them first before you bounce them.
Oh, okay. My bad. I never knew that.
I'm gonna I set my timer at 5 minutes because I want these noodles to cook for about 5 minutes. And once in a while, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this a little stir. Is everybody caught up? There we go. I just saw somebody pour in the yummy stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to get
Sebastian, you sound like Ratatouille. Ratatouille. What's that cartoon with that little Ratatouille? Humming while you cook. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys are doing awesome.
And remember to turn this every once in a while.
Yep. We have our timer on, so you guys just stir and stir a little bit at a time until our 5 minutes is up. So has anybody got plans to go to a corn maze coming up while we're waiting our 5 minutes? Remember that there's a corn maze at Lyles Station that you guys could go to, a corn maze, or remember the apple orchard? There's an apple orchard here that you guys got your peaches and your apples from for the recipes that we did before. So now's the time of the year to go out to those places and visit and get some fresh fruits and apples and maybe get a pumpkin. Yeah.
It's so much fun to pick them right off the trees. How many of you have actually gone and picked the apples off trees? It's a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love doing that.
No, maybe you can go this year. If you haven't been, now's a fun time to go. And to go to some of the orchards, it's free. So you can just go out there and go to the orchard and see the trees and, try some of the apples.
And the corn maze. I've gone to a corn maze once and I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, my son was small and we had fun.
Maze Farm Market has a very, very fun corn maze. And then they have sunflowers. They have a donkey out there. They have pumpkins. So you can go get your pumpkins and paint your pumpkins. They have a huge trampoline. So when you go to these corn mazes, there's so much to do. At Lyles Station, you can do s'mores and hot dogs and go on a hay ride. So it would be a fun outing for the family to do. And then you would get to be outdoors and see all those things.
Okay, our timer went off. And so
timer went off, stop.
Stop. Everything together. Now, if you have the veggies, if you do have 2 pots, take this one off. And can we have our veggies back?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, and we're actually going to.
Now we need the veggie pot.
Listen.
And if you have just 1 pot, then what you do is just put the veggies you put on the side.
Add everything together.
Yeah.
So now we're going to add the stuff that you put together in the pots are going to go together, the veggies and the noodles. Those mixtures are going to go all in 1 pot.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat on at medium heat. And I am actually going to cook these again for about 5 minutes.
I was offline for a few minutes because the computer got a low battery and Mom didn't have it plugged in.
Magnolia, you have a question here?
No. I still have time left on my timer. Should I put the noodles in the pot? Or should I wait until my timer goes off?
How much time do you have left on your timer?
3 minutes.
What about the mushrooms?
I can go ahead and do it. It won't make a difference.
What
Now,
about the
we're
mushrooms?
also going to add our mushrooms.
Oh, yum.
We're putting the mushrooms in the
Yeah,
pot.
get your mushroom mixture that you set aside.
Because that's really going to give it a lot of flavor, because that's where the garlic and the ginger.
Be real careful again too when you're putting it into your pot if it's on the stove.
All right, here they
Well, we're a good team, Denise.
Yes. I'm always a good team player.
Can you come home with me and cook there?
No, can you come with me? Because I don't like to cook. Me and Paula were not the cooks on the farm. Do y'all remember that? Me and Paula we like to play a lot in the cornfield and in
I
the.
advise you to use hot pads when you do this.
Yes, that's what I said. Be sure to use your hot pad. Just be very, very careful because we do not want you guys to do anything that would cause you to get burned. And I'm so glad. Thank you to all the adults that are helping with the kids today. We really appreciate you logging on. We really appreciate you guys joining with us and doing this event with your kids.
What do you
So
do with
guys,
the eggs?
wait a minute, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
We're gonna
Because I
get
thought you
there.
were ending. I was like, wait a second. What do we do with the eggs?
Yeah, the green onions, you know, the lime onions and the eggs, well, they're going to be garnished. And okay, those are already cut up.
So who knows what garnish? What does she mean when she says garnish? What's that mean? What are the eggs for? If they're gonna garnish, what does that mean? Magnolia, do you know?
Decorations?
That's right. But this is gonna be flavorful decorations. So they don't have to be cooked, but you just put it on top to make it, look
Flavorful
really
decoration.
nice and add more taste. So with the garnish, you can put it on or you don't have to put it on. So Sebastian, if you throw your eggs on the floor, I would suggest that you don't use them as the garnish.
Don't worry, I didn't do it.
Okay, great.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Taste this. It smells so good. I'm actually going to give it a taste test right now, just so I can see if it needs a little salt.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, I'm going to grab a little bit of this and put it in this bowl, just to make sure that it's salted okay.
Okay. You guys can taste it. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see what ours looks like? Try not to spill it out. But
You have a lot less than I do.
You do what?
You have a lot less than I do.
Yeah, you guys
Well, it's
got
a
a
big
lot.
pot.
So it's so for
I'm
yeah.
going to put a little, I like.
She's adding more salt.
to mine. If you have more soy sauce, I suggest you put in more soy sauce if you've got some at home. Do we have more? Hey,
Yeah, we do
actually
have some more soy
How about
sauce.
if we put some more in?
So when you're cooking, as we always said, you can always add a little or you can take a little bit out or anything like that. So
Depends on what you're taking out. You can't take out salt or pepper.
no, but sometimes you can do things to make that taste go away. Like if something's really, really hot, you can put salt in it or sugar to take away the heat.
Let's see.
Sugar in this meal.
And where is
I
my?
can't imagine eating sugar in
Really?
this thing.
These.
You guys are ready to taste. Our production crew loves to taste. Mr. Charles loves tasting. At the end,
Hey, look at my mustache.
I would put more soy sauce.
Your
if that's me.
mustache.
You want to taste it?
I look like an old Chinese guy.
I would put more, but
she tells me to put more soy sauce. So always when you're cooking, that's one of the things we tell you, cook to what's good to you.
You
Or
want
if
to
you're
taste this
cooking,
for salt?
I am a Chinese
can't.
elder.
just put it all in there. How about
That's cool.
that? There you go. So she wants me to taste, you guys. So I'm gonna
Now,
taste
let's
it.
get our garnish ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn off my heat now because it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna turn it off and
Hopefully it's not too
we
salty.
have to crack
You
our
added a lot
eggs
of salt.
and peel them. So we're gonna do that right now. Have you guys peeled your eggs? Maybe that's something we should do right now. Peel our eggs.
Crack it and peel it. It's hot. Yummy, yummy.
I'm gonna grab one of these. What I'm doing is I am, sorry, I took your space, Miss Denise. We're good. I'm just going to slice the egg. Okay, so I've got my egg sliced. In fact, I'm gonna do it a little bit. And I've got my garnish here. So I'm gonna prepare a little bowl for our producers here. Grab another bowl. Oh, here they are. I got special big bowls for them. And
Mine's really crunchy. It's good, crunchy.
yeah, you know what gives it that?
This is what it should look like.
Is this
Yeah,
what?
Let's see.
Water chestnut.
Hold it up. Yep.
Oh, yum. Okay, yours looks even prettier than mine.
What do you do
Grab
with
one
the
of
chopped
Chinese piece.
with the chopped eggs?
I'm gonna put some chopped eggs in here. I'm gonna put some of the onions. Here's that.
Okay, so you put everything in the pot.
Charles, come on down, Miss Katie. It's hot. It's hot on the bottom. And we're crowded back here. Okay.
This is our TV crew.
Yeah. Sporting our fancy new aprons.
Look at those aprons. Wouldn't you like to have one?
Yeah.
If you guys remember, one of the incentives of signing up for at least 4 of the 5 was at the end, you were going to get your very own apron. Like in Cora Cook's Pancit, she had the red apron from her grandpa. So you guys are going to get one of these lovely red aprons.
Assuming you're happy.
For taking part in the whole series. And we are going to brand them with the Book and Cook logo right on front. So you'll have that to look forward to next month.
So if you haven't read the book, read the book or watch the video that's posted on Facebook. You'll see the importance and significance of the red apron that you all will be receiving next month. And now it's time to
Taste
taste
it.
this delicious recipe.
Here you go, my man.
You,
My plate.
how's everybody's taste so far?
It's hot, yes.
I need to taste it with the garnish.
I'm sorry, Miss Denise, we didn't get you any garnish. Come on,
That's okay.
let's get some in there. I got Yeah, the cool thing about this is that it's so nutritious. It's really,
It's
really
so good
nutritious.
for you. And it's good.
Bye.
I wonder who said goodbye. Well, this was certainly, well, Book and Cook. Only funny thing is, where is the book?
You got the book the first time you
Did Book and
first
Cook.
time. It's called Book and Cook because you get books that mean the cooking of the book.
Yeah, like the one that.
Thank you.
So is the meeting over?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Leave meeting.